Japan celebrated its National Day at the Expo 2017. The country, famous for innovative technologies, showcased its culture too. The event featured traditional Japanese parade, geisha dances, and samurai performances. The delegation was welcomed by the head of the Ministry for Investments and Development. Jibek noted that Japan is a major investor in Kazakhstan's economy. More than 10 major joint projects worth more than $1 billion are being implemented at present. In turn, the Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry of Japan expressed hope that Expo 2025 will be held in Osaka. Japan has already submitted its bid. Participation in Expo 2017 is very important for our country. Japan has recently submitted its bid for Expo 2025. Its theme is Changing the World, Inclusive Innovations for Our Children and Future Generations. As for the problems raised in Astana Expo 2017, we want to continue working on their solution in our country. Guests of our pavilion can learn more about our program. Uganda wants to adopt Kazakhstan's experience in agricultural development. This was stated by representatives of the delegation of Uganda during the National Day opening ceremony. The celebration started with hoisting the flags and continued with the performance of the Afro Dance Collective to the accompaniment of national instruments. Uganda presented future energy projects in Africa Plaza Pavilion. The country, rich in solar energy, is planning to build its own power plants at the expense of investments attracted at the International Exhibition Expo 2017. It is also planned to develop the infrastructure, build highways and railways, telecommunication facilities, and water protection complexes. In addition, Uganda intends to expand the market for the sale of manufactured goods.
I'd also like to congratulate the Republic of Kazakhstan and its people for the successful hosting of the Astana World Expo 2017. The Expo is indeed an unforgettable event that has further brought all continents together here in Astana, Kazakhstan, under the theme Future Energy. This Expo has provided an ideal platform.
Singapore celebrated its National Day too. As part of the cultural program, the country's artists turned their performance into a real show since they demonstrated the city's birth and its future. Kazakhstan and Singapore have close, friendly ties and big plans for the future. The parties intend to increase cooperation.
Singapore, a useful gateway for Kazakhstan companies interested in exploring opportunities in our region. At the government level, we are working together to build sound foundations for business and investment links to grow.
The Pavilion of Singapore offers guests to visit the real tropical forests. This effect was achieved thanks to the combination of small heat and dark walls of the building. The exhibition is divided into 6 sections, and every of them include scientific developments in sustainable energy. Today is the National Day of Singapore. It is one of the most developed countries in technology. The country has one of the highest GDP too. The country has interesting developments. For example, they demonstrated how they use water for cooling buildings.
Охлаждение здания, павильоны, они демонстрировали, как они для этого используют воду.